Good evening, and welcome to the Reel McCoy. I'm your host, Meffistoe, and always with me, my hetero life mate. Oh, my feelings, how are you doing, sir?
Well, after a couple weeks, I have returned, and
You
it's good to
have
see you, buddy.
returned. What is the Reel McCoy, you might ask? The Reel McCoy is your weekly movie podcast where we ask you, go and watch a movie. You watch it, come back to us, and we break it down and we spin it all around. We get into the deep dive of things. We asked you last week to go and watch, not last week, 2 weeks ago, we asked you to go and watch The Menu. The Menu. So we're going to talk about The Menu from 2022 with our special guest, our very first guest. So coming back
Yeah.
for an amazing comeback. Bad Bella, how are you doing, girly?
Hi, what's up, you guys? It feels good to come back here. Also, all the movies in the intro, just
Yeah.
good picks.
Yeah.
Good picks. I was like, oh, hold on now.
Yeah. We are almost at a point where I need to go back and redo the intro. Yeah,
for like 2024, yeah.
that's gonna be a fun little mission to do. But yeah, we're gonna start preparing for 2024. But we're not there yet because, like I said, we wanted you to go and watch The Menu from 2022. And you know what's weird? 3 hours ago on Twitter, discussing films, a Twitter thing that I use for news on movies, just had a post, and it is 1 year ago today. The Menu was released in theaters. That's a fact that I didn't know, but it is what it is. I haven't watched it in the theater. I've actually heard like inklings about it when it came out, and I was like, not for me. And someone I know, someone dear to my heart, said, Mef, you really need to watch this movie.
Could be me.
Watched it with the wife. Enjoyed it very much. So yeah,
I know it was Bella. You and I were talking about films. I'm like, what movie would you want to kind of review with us? And I mentioned The Menu. Went yes.
Yes, absolutely. Because it's so excuse me, it is so profound. So I can't wait to get into the discussion and the breakdown with this film because I really liked it. So
Nice. I've managed to watch it only once this week and in sort of parts. So you will excuse me if we do the breakdown. I don't go through the whole like rigmarole and don't remember where exactly that scene happened.
You are not going to remember all of the 6 courses?
I will
Not even the
How
amuse
dare
bouche?
you?
How dare you?
I will not. It's so weird that if you go
Julian Slowick, the chef, would be very very perturbed.
and no, I was literally, I released my review of it last night, and while writing the review, I was generally speaking trying to talk about the stuff that I like without going really deep into the movie. First, because the deep dive is it where we do the deep dive, but also when it comes to movies that are, let's say, went out in the past, I don't know, 5 to 7 years, you get lots of people that haven't watched it and maybe don't want to know certain elements or spoilers in that regards. And this movie, especially, I think knowing everything, it will perturb you from actually going, like, listening to some reviewer and it's like, okay, you like this movie because A, B,
Right.
C, and D, but you
I
kind of
could see where you are. An
things.
overall review, you want to just give it an overall impression of the film, but if you really go too deep into it, it completely ruins the entire story.
It's not like one of those ending explained kind of videos, but just my
Yes.
my overall impressions. And I think I will repeat them today because they're important and nice. But yeah, right. Let's start with. By the way, all the different links to our illustrious
Lovely
guest is
guest.
in the description down below. The one thing I will say, if you're watching this now live or if you're watching this later, I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. It's the subscribers to me, not a big deal. I'm right now. but I'm a vain person. I would love to finish the year with the 2 around the K and not a 1. But it's just a vain little thing. So leave a like, subscribe. Definitely go subscribe to Bella. You're mostly doing Twitch now, right? You're
Yes. When I do stream, because I've been kind of busy. Yeah.
all right. We'll not go into to the weeds, but overall, yeah. So we start the show what we do with every time we go to the behind the screens.
Action take 2.
Yes, it's the correct stinger. Shut up.
You got it right this time. I'm so proud of you, buddy.
Behind the screens, we go to all my feelings.
Bella, he's learning. Yay.
Right?
Production.
It's okay.
Stop laughing. I'm a boomer and I enjoy
I
it.
would say, Bella, just so you know, now you know that no, your crew is not the only people I give shit to. Okay.
All right, buddy, take it away.
All right. So, first and foremost, Will Tracy, the screenwriter, he came up with the idea of this entire concept while on his honeymoon. Now, he was visiting the Netherlands, and he went to I do believe it was a 3-star, it might be a 4-star Michelin restaurant now, but called Noma. Now, what was actually like the entire premise of the restaurant is the same. You have to take a boat out to a remote island to get to the restaurant, and the themes and Noma in itself is constantly referenced through the location, the idea, the concept, and even the menu ideology is the same. And what he thought, what was so odd about it was like, wow, we're kind of trapped here. They could kill us and no one would know until it was far too late.
That's an
General premise.
eerie thought, but yeah.
Yeah. So originally, Alexander Payne was attached to direct. Yeah.
Okay.
But he dropped out because he was going to work on Landscapes, which is a miniseries for HBO. And then he was actually going to work on an adaptation of the Dutch film Babette's Feast, which would not work at all.
The Mew Babette's Feast?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It would not
I
work.
hate to say I know that movie, but okay.
It would not work at all.
If you ever seen even 5 minutes of it, you'll know that it is very, very French.
Yeah, they're French and there's multilingual bits. Anyway,
It's very French.
Yeah. So from there, then Mark Mylod was actually brought on after Alexander Payne dropped out. But during that, Emma Stone was supposed to play Margot.
Oh, okay.
I could see that.
Yeah, she was originally cast, and she was up to that point where she was cast. Then Ralph Fiennes plays Chef Slowick. Were cast together. Then she had to drop out to another project. Then Anna Taylor-Joy came on. Then as soon as she signed on, Nicholas Hoult signed on. Like
Nice.
that.
He just wanted to work with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because they were actually supposed to originally work together in an M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Oh my God. No.
Yeah. You know the one.
Yeah. With every single day, I hate that man more and more. It's like I don't hate him. I just don't like him.
Just don't like. What a twist!
In an odd twist of fate, I would like to give him a twist of fate.
Yes. But speaking of how Mark Mylod came in as the director, he encouraged improvisation so much on set that all of the actors were given a quote unquote freebie take.
Okay.
The entire bit where Ray Fiennes does the whole taco spiel.
Yeah.
where he goes, Taco Tuesday?
Oh no, really?
Improv'd.
Really?
It was a bit odd that as the character, he would
Yeah.
say Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I get the nod to his home, the gentle, or what would have been perceived as of a fond memory, but not so quite because of what they were served. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was just a part of his almost broken
Upbringing.
past, but brought to the forefront in a way that it's like is very much in your face. So he has to make that almost kind of subtle joke. They're like, "Oh, Taco Tuesday."
Yep.
Yeah. Then the phone cord around the neck bit.
Yeah.
So the food models were actually created by Dominique Crenn, who is actually the only female United States chef that has 3 Michelin stars.
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was all prop food.
All of it?
Not
of
all of it,
Oh.
but 99.9% of it, like during long shoots.
Well, I know what
shots.
wasn't a prop food.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were mostly just all prop foods.
Yeah. No, you'll tell us which one was
Yes.
not a prop food.
Well, we'll get to it when we get to the dishes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta feel like that.
Hey. Well, my feelings got his notes. I have
Yes.
my notes.
But what's so funny is Hong Chao, who plays Elsa.
Mm.
Dominic Crenn was so impressed by her performance, she offered her a position.
As a hostess?
Yeah, in
Oh,
her
shit.
3 Michelin
Okay.
star restaurant.
Nice.
Ooh, she was doing very well. I'm sorry. She's way too convincing.
So the kitchen team was instructed so well how to actually perform and create the dishes that if you were to actually do shot by shot, they were doing all of the correct kitchen prep work to create every single one of the dishes per
Nice.
Crenn's instruction.
Did they go through like this cooking boot camp kind of a thing that they?
Yeah, like full motion, like everything. Yeah, it's amazing the detail on this. So, one of the only real foods throughout the film, the one big one, was obviously the cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Now, the crew and cast had not eaten because they had done multiple takes that day for over 12 hours. John Leguizamo bought burgers and fries for the entire cast and crew. Ah, it's Mrs. Beth. A wild Mrs. Beth. Hey.
Making a very important call, by the way. Go
Yes.
on, keep going.
But speaking of Mr. Leguizamo, note the fact that he is only listed as movie star. in the
Wait,
credits.
hold on.
Oh,
Good night.
there, little one.
Very important.
We'll wait. Oh, we'll wait.
No, it's very important. It is the Charger, the fight for the Charger.
Oh. Bye.
Should have said, see you next week. More on that at 11.
But
Go
speaking of,
on.
John Leguizamo's character is only listed as movie star, but his actual character's name is George or Jorge.
George
But
Diaz, I think.
yeah, he based that character off of what failing action movie star?
I'm going to surprise you, or Bella. It's based upon Steven
Seagal.
Are you
Because-
serious?
Yeah, they worked together on a movie called Executive Decision, and he said, and I quote, "I don't know, he's just a horrible human."
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that actually a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And him and his the chef acting bit that he has that he's going to go into was based off of what Steven Seagal character, Meth?
That I don't know. I knew about the Steven Seagal.
The one from Under Siege.
Oh, the cook.
Yo,
Yeah.
Yeah, I should
Yeah.
have known that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cook restaurant.
it's seen Under Siege and Forever. That just unlocked a core memory. Jeez,
Yeah.
Louise.
Yep.
And the other big one is the original script had something that is really well out there if you don't know some really terrible films. By that I mean there was supposed to be an entire scene where all of the male diners, when they're caught, they get brought back into the dining area and they have to eat out of dog bowls with the pants off.
Okay.
It's an homage to Salo.
To what?
128 Days of Sodom.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I don't know what that is.
No, it's
Don't watch it.
It's
Do
an
not.
Italian film.
Yeah, it sounds like a nope for me.
That's a film that
Sodom?
you would be like, nope.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I know what that. I got an idea.
It's let's just say it's artistic and real.
Yeah.
They said the same thing about Clockwork Orange. No, thank you.
Oh, Clockwork Orange is
No,
much
Clockwork
better.
Orange is actually a film. Salo was just like, I'm just watching some heinous shit right now. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no, thank
Salo.
you.
Yeah.
If you ever seen Caligula, it's roughly the same.
No, it's worse than Caligula. Oh, it's so
I've
much
seen-
worse.
Do you think I haven't seen it?
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying, you keep giving examples. I'm like, no, it's worse. No, it's worse.
No,
No,
Clockwork
it's
Orange.
worse.
No, 'cause Clockwork Orange reminded me of Malcolm McDowell, which reminded me of
Caligula,
which is
yeah.
very much closer to that film.
Which was, to be fair, Malcolm McDowell and also like Malcolm McDowell was really apparently good friends with Larry Flynn at the time. That's the reason why he got
Of
cast
course.
in,
And
cast
yeah,
in Caligula. but-
yes, Clockwork Orange is a masterpiece. If you want our deep dive into Clockwork Orange, it is on the channel. You
Yep.
can search by Clockwork Orange or Nerdrotic, because we had Nerdrotic and Sheepsidian join us for that one. That was a lot of fun. But
Anyway,
menu-
no, those are the last like deep dive notes I have. Meth, what else? What else
That's
do
it.
you have?
I've got one extra casting bit to add. You talked about John Leguizamo. His role was supposed to be, and it's originally was not written for him. It was specifically written for Daniel Radcliffe,
Yeah,
the Harry Potter guy,
Oh,
yeah.
and
oh, that would have been good.
had a reference to a bad movie that he was in called Victor Frankenstein.
Frankenstein,
Another retelling of Victor Frankenstein movie with I think it's Jude Law.
Yes.
Jude Law. We've got Paul Harley in the chat. Paul Harley, our amazing mod and friend, can check for us just to make sure I'm correct. But it's a terrible adaptation.
Well, yes, Paul. Coprophagia does happen in Salo, but we don't want to talk about that.
Oh, it's terrible. I just looked it up.
Yeah, don't, Bella, no.
I would never. No, I was just looking at the synopsis. Like, no, I'm good.
We're out.
You thought Big Mike was some heinous shit.
Yeah. All right.
Now,
Before we
on to the
dive
film.
real deep. You got any more?
No, everything else is kind of just in
throughout the
interspersed.
movie.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let us do our first game of the night. We're doing this early because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So here it is. It is Missing Marquee. Missing Marquee for the uninitiated is where we take 10 posters of movies, have their text written off, we display them, and Bad Bella and the chat will guess which movie this is. Here we go.
Oh no! Gotta know what this is. Wait, something tomorrow?
No,
No, it's not.
it has a.
I know it's.
It Day
Has
After
a similar
Tomorrow has a
poster,
similar
but-
poster, but with a little bit more ice. Chat, you're more than welcome.
It's not 2012.
Yeah,
I know
well-
it's one of those like world-ending movies. It's not Day After. Why do I keep wanting to?
Paul has
I
it.
keep wanting to say A Day After Tomorrow.
No. Wait.
It's Cloverfield. It's not Cloverfield.
It's Cloverfield?
The chat was
Yeah.
jumping on me.
It's
Oh
J.J.
my
Abrams,
goodness!
It's Cloverfield.
Oh, I definitely don't know this. It's like I've seen the cover of this before, but this is one of those movies I would not watch.
What happens when you
Love Robert De
scrutinize
Niro.
something? What happens when you scrutinize something? It starts with an A.
You're just stop.
I'm trying to help my friend.
Analyze this, analyze that. Oh, those set of movies.
Yes,
Okay, yeah. I
Correct.
definitely didn't see these.
The first one is good. The second one is awful.
One's really bad. Yeah. Oof.
What in the world?
Punch in a little bit. Here we go.
Helicopters over a jungle.
Right.
Helicopters over
Over
a jungle.
a red sky. I know that's wrong.
Help you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
it. That's a
Yeah, no. No. It's so bad.
Apocalypse
Lips
now.
now.
Apocalypse Now.
Running with knives.
Yeah, I've never seen this one. Oh, this is truly a classic too by the cover.
It's really
Yeah.
good. Harrison Ford. It's
Running with
Sean
knives. Running with knives.
Somebody said Blade Runner. That's a
Runner.
good guess.
That's it.
Medicine.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh, Bella.
I haven't seen it. Look,
Sis.
I was huge on action movies as a kid, but I don't think I've ever seen this. This is that one movie, Bruce Almighty, probably.
Yep.
Almighty is
Or
correct.
or Evan Easy A. This is Easy A. It's terrible.
Correct.
No, Jack Nicholson.
Damn, you're breaking your microphone. It is loud as fuck.
Oh, my fault. Hold on. I got you.
Just a
It's
red
me.
hat.
It's not the microphone. It's just me. But now this, I have no idea what this is.
Yep. No, JJ's got it. It's one flew.
Young Jack Nicholson. Oh my goodness.
Flew
One
over
flew
the-
over the cuckoo's nest. I've only heard things about this one.
This
Is that Tom Hanks?
Gonna be
Denzel
in
Washington?
a city.
Oh no.
Tom Hanks won.
It's
the
a
Oscar.
judge thing.
It's not a judge.
I feel bad that I avoid certain movies by the cover. I am definitely one of those people that will avoid certain movies by the cover.
I
Yep,
would
that's it.
say-
That's right.
I would say it's one watch and be done with it.
Yes,
I-
because
What is it called?
It is
Philadelphia.
called.
A lot of people saying Philadelphia. I've
It's-
heard
it's-
jokes about this.
It's a really, really good film about AIDS.
About
Yeah.
AIDS.
Yeah.
Specifically about the
Wait.
days of AIDS.
It's a really good film about. Okay, I know that's Sean Connery,
Yeah.
but ooh
He'd be hunting for something in last month.
Baby, ooh-wee,
Oh no.
ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby. Won't you let me take
I have
you?
no. Is it
Yeah,
Hunt for Red
it's-
October?
Yep.
It is, of
I'm
course.
sad that that was on the
Hunt
tip of my
for the
brain.
Red
Red
So bad.
October.
Victor's got it too. Becky's got it too. Oh, I love you. Chat. See, this is
Way more cultured. What is this? Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson.
Gene
Huh.
I hate this.
Is that his
movie.
brother in the background? Hold on.
Wilson.
No, that's Luke Wilson.
Look, I said
That's
look.
Luke and Owen in the front, right?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I have no idea what this is. I only know the people.
Yep. It's the Royal Tannenbaums.
It's the what?
The Royal
That,
Tenenbaums.
don't worry about not knowing that movie. That movie's fucking awful.
I've
Yeah,
seen
I've never
one.
seen it.
Thank you, Jay. Yes, someone else agrees with me that movie's fucking shit.
What do you mean, Jay?
Yeah.
By
Was
the
it
way,
that bad?
Jay's
Yes,
coming up in about a couple of weeks.
movie's fucking awful.
Yeah,
It
I
had
know.
a lot of stars in it, you would think.
It's
Right?
you know what's weird? There's a lot of these movies that are, let's say, artistic and have a like a star-studded cast, and
Mhm.
it just
It's
fails.
just like the Life Aquatic with Steve Sisu. What a stinker!
Uh,
Oh, like
I don't
they're fighting over each other for like I've seen
no,
movies like that.
no,
No,
it's
it's like there's
movies, sort of concept movies. I don't know. Let's say Coen Brothers movies. The one with Brad Pitt in it. The one that you,
Burn After Reading.
yeah, Burn After Reading. Brad
Okay.
Pitt, George Clooney,
Mm-hmm.
all sorts of different like actors that have worked with Coen Brothers before, but add in that Brad Pitt, George Clooney after the Ocean's 11
And then I
fame,
was like, it's still not
and
good.
the thing just
Oh,
it's
also,
it's okay.
oh,
It's not bad, but it's
another one
not a
that's
Coen Brothers.
like that in the early aughts. Well, sorry, late aughts, early tens. The Men Who Stare at Goats. That movie was terrible.
I haven't seen it.
I've never seen that. It don't sound like something I would
It's
watch either.
bad.
I am very judgmental about movie titles and covers. Sorry, I will literally avoid a
Yeah,
movie if it looks weird.
you would look and go,
Thing is,
nah, not
you're
for
the
me.
YouTube crowd, literally.
Yeah,
Thumbnail and title. All right, let's start with this because it's kind of important. All right,
Margot.
guys,
Yes.
deep
Yeah.
diving into the menu. Here we
Mm.
go. Yeah, so it starts off with this, and it's not just the cigarette, it's that whole conversation. By the way, those 10, 15 minutes, I said it in my review, are a hard slog to get through
Yes.
when you're coming into this movie and you have no frame of reference because there's a lot of, I don't know, half exposition dumps, half sort of like, what is this story? What what is this dude trying to talk to this woman? What the fuck is just going on here?
Well, that
And
in so many ways too. Like it's played off until you really know what's going on. That
yeah,
they are just in a brand new relationship, and and he is just overbearing. That's what it really plays off like. Like this is kind of a semi emotionally abusive relationship in a lot of ways. Because, sorry, Tyler, you're a dick.
yeah, and I don't know how much of a foodie you are, Bella, but me and
You'd
love
be
to cook
surprised.
foods. We love to cook our own foods. We like to prepare our own meals. We like to watch different cooking shows, especially if they're good. So not just your
Right.
usual, home and garden kind of a variety kind of a show, but actually
Right.
technique and how to actually do things. And Tyler, if he wasn't such of an asshole, would have been great
Mhm.
in Mrs. Meth, but he is that kind of an asshole.
Asshole.
He's
Yeah.
that guy who's just a one step further from us, where we really don't like these people. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, this is what we were watching this and was like, we really hate those guys that go just a step
Yeah.
beyond. It's those, I would call them those guys who run the Facebook groups of foodies, but they just run the group. It's like I hate you.
I've actually dated those guys. They suck. They talk about themselves and their accomplishments, and it's like they seek some kind of adoration from somebody out there. And I don't understand it. Like, can we just have a regular conversation without you listening? Oh, well, I've done this and this, or I've traveled here. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Almost like they're trying to self actualize themselves by seeking validation from you, even though you couldn't even be asked. It's the
Right.
same thing with when Margot sitting there when she tastes the oysters, and this is after like when they go on the boat too. Like she gets the whole bit like it was I forgot her name now. His ex was brought up on the card, and they was like, oh no, this is Mrs. Miles is being brought on board. And when they have the oyster, he's even telling her how to enjoy it. Like, no, you don't understand. No, you have to really take in the lemon algae to really like substance like enjoy your film. No, no. Can I just eat this
Weird.
oyster? Like,
And
The essence of ocean water. I don't care.
it's like
in you know what? In some facets, some of the characteristics that Tyler has, we discussed when we talked about Sideways about
yes, Miles.
the
Miles, oddly enough, yeah.
Miles.
who what's Margot's last name?
I don't think it was that on purpose, but a lot of the things in the movie are
Yeah.
put there,
Mm.
and there are glimpses for a second, and you don't even think about it. When you go back, you're like, I haven't thought about it. I'll raise one thing, and it comes up later, and it's like I said, I went through it just before while I was taking my notes. I was looking for the same exact moment. It is a fraction of a second.
Yeah. I
Uh,
will just say, just real quick, highlight Jay's message there because it is so apropos. People who pretend to like Wes Anderson. I like this kid already. He's good. He's good in my book.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's right. I just pulled up the list like, oh, it's those movies.
Yeah.
exactly.
I avoid those.
My point was, and it kind of connects to that whole conversation with Margot, is the fact that she's smoking, and he's saying, well, don't ruin your palate.
You're gonna
And
burn your
then
palate out, yeah.
later on, there's a moment where they separate the men and the women are having their own conversation with the female chef, and
Catherine.
you mostly see Margot smoke, but there's a fraction of a second when the men kind of start to get in, as you see the food critic, which of course I forgot her name.
Lillian.
She also smokes, which
Mhm.
her palate at a disadvantage because she's a food critic and she's supposed to have a clean palate, and she knows these things just as
Right.
much as Tyler would, but it kind of puts into question all of her
Yeah.
Mm.
Her critiques, yeah.
and
Which
it's
we get to get into that, and also like her sycophant Phil.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We all know somebody who is a Phil.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
absolutely do.
We do.
It's not by happenstance. By the way, they get into the boat. The boat gets to where it needs to go, and then
The
they
island.
meet Elsa.
Elsa.
They meet Elsa, and Tyler and Margot have that interaction. Was like, oh, you're not supposed to be there. And this is, to me, after the boat thing, which when I first watching, I didn't even pay attention to it. I kind of knew from their interaction that she's sort of some sort of a buy-in, a girlfriend experience. I immediately caught up to that. I
Sort
don't
of,
know
but
anybody
to be
else
fair,
did.
the first time you watch it though, it seems like they're just kind of a new relationship, because he even
Right.
compliments her like, oh no, because you're the coolest girl here, paying her these compliments that you wouldn't actually like obviously if you're paying for a girlfriend experience or like you're paying for an escort, you wouldn't be trying
Right.
to
I don't know
butter
about
her up,
but
for lack of a better
to
term.
me, it was kind of obvious he was sort of simping for her. But I want to get to something else. When they have that conversation with Elsa, and she gives both of them, not only her, that look. And
Multiple times, yeah.
at that point, if you didn't catch it in the boat, you definitely caught it there. It was like,
Right.
what is going on here? Okay, Margot does not belong. So immediately, Margot is kind of separated from Tyler, not necessarily the group, but from Tyler.
Well, there's a set aside, but also things are a little bit off because as they're doing the tour, when they go to the smokehouse,
Yes, I
Elsa is
have it pulled
just
up.
yeah, blatant. Like, so what if it's smoked only these one couple days? Well, quite frankly, the bacteria would go into your spine and cause respiratory failure, and you'd expire.
Yeah.
Oh.
And yes, chaos would ensue.
And like I said, it just the entire walkway through to Hawthorne was a sort of like, what is going on here? This is like, okay, I get it. It's a private resort. I get it. It's a commune of sorts, but to me, it gave me Midsummer vibes.
Yes, thank you for saying,
Yes.
because
Literally
that's
gave me
exactly what.
Midsummer. If you ever watch that movie
Yeah,
is
the
fucked up.
Meth. The first time I watched this film, I'm like, yeah, this is a cult.
Yeah, it's a cult. Going into the mouth of the lion here
Yeah.
because this is terrible. But
And
like
I love the concept of like, no, burnt out. No, trust me. If anything is burnt, it's done here on purpose. It's only to make the food delicious.
yeah.
Like, Bella, I need to get out of here. Help me.
The fact that they're running through the place where all the staff is sleeping and it looks like
A barracks.
like a communist barracks.
Literally. Right.
Looks like a communist barracks, and you're like, what is going
like,
on?
What?
I
Well,
guess
we wake up at 5 and dinner doesn't serve. It doesn't end until 2 a.m. So it only makes sense that we live on the island. Oh, well, no, we can't go there. That's Chef's cottage.
yeah, sort
As
of.
he gaze off into the distance.
Sort of like
That feels dirty. I don't know why. Ugh.
Yeah, I know, right?
cult leader. That's where he stays. We, the minions, stay here, and we work. But like you mentioned before, the actors that are doing the chef's kind of work, they are doing meticulous, correct work, and it's
Correct.
been, like you said, it's been scrutinized by a like 3 Michelin star chef.
Mhm.
Is she working out of? She's working out of San Francisco, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. So she scrutinized all of it, and they actually showed bits and pieces, especially when they're doing not this course, but the sort of the first course where it's a sort of the corals and the leaves and different things.
Oh, the rock,
Actually,
the scallop dish, yeah.
and when they construct it, you get sort of like close up shots of it, and they took it to other chefs, and they showed it like a sort of a half a private screening to get them to critique it in terms of what to do and how to go, and
Yep.
they all gave it the all clear. So they just went for it. It looks legit, therefore you would convince your audience that it is legit.
And I've been to restaurants like this, by the way.
By the way, if you know what, I'll save that for later. I have
Yeah.
something to say about
We
Mylod.
could
It's
talk about
very
that.
interesting. We can
Yeah.
right. First dish is served,
The
and
amuse-bouche,
it's already crazy.
This-
Well, the amuse-bouche, I guess. Sort of a snap, and everybody's turning
Us.
again. Sort of militaristic. I said communist, but it's sort of militaristic in essence. But it kind of fits together with how chefs, certain chefs, run their operation. Gordon Ramsay is like this. I don't know any better chefs than this, but there are chefs in various places in the world who run a tight ship just like this, where if he not necessarily like strikes his hands, but when he says something, everybody says everything back, so everybody's sort of working correctly. Like I said, Gordon Ramsay is the best example because in Fire Kitchen, Kitchen on Fire, whatever the show he does, you
Hell's
get to see
Kitchen?
that-
Yeah.
Hell's Kitchen,
Yeah.
Hell's Kitchen. You get to see that in actuality, in a sort of a microcosm of it. But in here, it's sort of straight in your face.
Yes, we have that, but we also have the microcosm of all the different sets of people
Yes, yes,
having their own interpersonal drama. Where we have, of course, George and Felicity, his assistant, leaving him to move somewhere else. Which, by the way, like I love the last note. I think it's the last line that John Leguizamo has in the film. He goes like, "I told you you couldn't leave me."
yeah,
Right before they all burned.
yeah,
Skipping forward, but we also have Richard and Anne, the elderly couple there,
yeah.
which, whew, we get that reveal there, which was first time you watch it.
Hey, wait. The guy who was cast was a miscast.
Yes,
They were supposed to, and I'm telling you, it would have been a better idea to cast Tony Danza
Danza.
as the
Yes,
guy. He's old enough.
yeah, it would have been great.
For
Yeah, it
those
would have been
of
fun.
you in the chat who are young of age and
Who's the
not,
Boss reunion?
Who is the Boss was a sitcom with Tony Danza and
Judith
Oh
Light and
yeah,
the chick who
Judith Light.
plays
Yeah,
I remember him.
yeah.
yeah. They have so it would have been perfect. But no.
Also, the side note, I will always think of "Hold Me Closer," Tony Danza.
And we got the trio of
Oh, the Finance Bros.
shitheads. Yeah, the finance
It's
bros.
Bryce, Soren, and Dave.
And
Literally.
Bryce is legitimately the best name ever. Could have been a Chance or Brad. It would have been
No.
just as
No,
good.
no, not Brad. No, Chad.
Chad.
Had it been
Yes.
Chad.
And Blaine too. Never mind. Oh, peeve, just a pet peeve. But yeah, you get introduced to all the and of course Lydian and what's his name? Ted? What is
Phil.
Phil?
Was it Phil? Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, they call him Phil once, but his name is actually Ted. You're right. But they mentioned they call him Phil like
the
several
one
times.
name I remember. Holy shit! She's the food critic. He's
Lillian,
her
yeah.
editor or sycophant. Take your pick.
Just a sycophant. Which, by the way, yeah, in my notes, I use the term sycophant so many times. Referring to him.
And of course, to join this whole rigmarole of clients, you get to see Chef Slowick's mother.
Mother, yeah.
And
Mhm.
she is always that omnipresence in the room, sulking in the corner, you know, and he always refers to her. And when he tells his story, you get to see the face of his mother. And to me, she is just as much of a presence in this film as the mother is in Psycho.
Sideways? Oh, Psycho. Yeah,
Psycho.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's actually a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see the comparison there.
It's I know it's a stretch, but it's that let's say corpse in the corner that really influenced the main character. Not in the
Right.
way Psycho did, but in terms of that horrible story of growing up and suffering abuse, not necessarily from the mother, but the mother's silence is contributing to the abuse.
Right. She's a part of it.
So in a way, again, she's culpable for his own trauma. Yeah.
Yes. And he blames her numerous times, I think, if I remember correctly.
Doesn't really quite blame her. So like she just knows that she's kind of just an omnipresent factor in his life that he can't quite can't get rid of. So it's more like she's a millstone around his neck that he can't get rid of.
Yes.
I see it a little bit different, probably similar to what y'all talking about. I see it as she sees herself as kind of like Dr. Frankenstein, because she could have stopped it at any point. All the abuse she chose not to. And now she sees what he's become. So all she can do is drink her whatever life she got left away. So
yeah, that's fair.
Sleazy, all I can say is science, bitch. I had a haircut Makes my face look thinner. I'm good. Anyway, so
I don't even like that actor, but I say you look better than him right now, buddy.
his name is Aaron something, and I don't like him either. Like
He
I
was
don't like
that
the
terrible
act-
Need for Speed film, so yeah.
I don't like him either. We're
Anyway,
gonna jump forward a little bit. Okay, we're
well,
gonna
I
jump
say
forward a
we
little bit.
do have the speech where he says, "No one to like savor, enjoy, but do not eat."
Yes, that's very important because it
And,
comes.
Yeah.
Margot
It's
immediately
a
going,
nice little setup.
"Who
Yeah,
is this pretentious motherfucker?" here?"
there we go.
Yes. Okay. I remember this, and I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. It's like the difference between hearing and listening. So, like, I get what he was aiming at, but she don't want to be here. She's just here. She just a plus one. She's very confused. I totally get it. I would be the same way in this role. So,
I want to touch upon something that is to do with the production. I didn't mention it before, but the entire sort of like what 80%, 90% of the movie is done in that room.
Correct.
Now, it's
That's
first of
true.
all, it's cost effective, which is great for any film, especially for an art piece like this, rather than just
Mhm.
But
full
it,
on blockbuster.
well, it really
Um,
wasn't, though. I mean, what the budget was.
You'll tell me at the end. And I really don't want to know. One of those things in this kind of movie, I don't really check the budget. It probably fucking flopped hard.
No, it actually did very well.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So the partly the reason is not cost effective at all. It's the fact that they had to get everyone to a location and keep everyone at a COVID bubble and not let anyone out in order to not fuck up the film or the film schedule. They didn't want anybody to get sick with COVID. So they came in about a week before the shoot. Everybody was in a COVID bubble, so everyone had a chance to adapt and everything. While doing that, they did tons of rehearsals every day, 12 hours a day. And then when they came to shoot, it was a rather quick shoot because they did all this preparation from before. So how much was the budget?
$30 million.
That's way too much. That's mostly salaries. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Salaries,
salary.
location shots. Yeah, because they
Oh,
had the
yeah.
entire island.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was all
Yeah.
in somewhere in Georgia.
Really?
It was
Near Savannah, Georgia.
yeah,
Somewhere
it
near
was,
Savannah,
it was
Georgia.
outside there, but also you know what it made though, right?
Hmm?
79.6 million gross.
Oh, cool. That's good.
So
Ooh.
yeah, it did well for itself. For it's supposed to be like kind of well. Also at the time it was on the you know about the blacklist, right, Meth?
The TV show The Blacklist?
No, like the script blacklist. Like that's where that's the top like scripts that are out there, screenplays. It was
Okay.
up there for 2019. It was really like high up there. Like no, those are scripts that they're arguing and fighting over getting made. They want them to get made.
Okay. I get you. So it's a list of screenplays that are like we need to push this out, and
Yeah,
this was on the top.
yeah.
Okay.
It was high up on that list to get
Okay.
made. So
I understand why Emma Stone wanted to do the part. I understand why Anya Taylor-Joy wanted to
Joy,
do that part.
yeah.
Okay.
Which to be fair, I thought she was fantastic as Margot.
I was actually surprised because me and my wife loved Queen's Gambit.
Yeah,
And
she was great in Queen's Gambit. Yeah.
she was great in that. And when we saw her here, it's sort of like it's a way different role, and I like that. I like when actors try other roles that are like not not the same.
Oh, same with
I
Nicholas
still
Hoult
need
as
to- I
Tyler.
still need to watch the Northman because I was told she was had a
Northman
good
is really, really good. You'll like it.
Yeah.
But no, same with Nicholas Hoult as Tyler. Nicholas Hoult is like he got his start originally in, oddly, a little like it's a teen like weird drama show called Skins in the UK.
Mm.
And they tried
Okay.
to do a US adaptation, but it didn't really like they had one season and flopped. But no, that's where Nicholas Hoult got his start, and then his career catapulted from there. Like he was Beast in X-Men First Class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had a show where he was the zombie.
Yeah, it was
We're going off on a tangent here. There's
sorry.
more
Yeah.
But yeah, I like when actors go a little bit off their like try
Off their
different
kilter.
roles, do different things.
But
Interesting.
speaking of just like subverting character expectations, Julian Slowick, his second after his something like "Do not eat" after the scallop dish, where he offers the bread. He goes, "No, but bread is the food of the common man, but you are not common people, so you will get no bread."
Right.
Yeah. And when he has that little
They're like,
conversation,
why aren't you eating?
yeah, as you
Like,
told us not to eat.
to eat, yeah.
Hmm.
And from this moment on, he sort of like scrutinized her and follows her around and have sort of
Like,
the
so
conversations that they have kind of open up what's really behind the
Behind
scenes of everything.
everything, yeah.
Right.
What's fantastic about it too is like he sees through her instantly. He
Yeah.
knows her.
Yeah.
He knows what kind of person she is and like why she doesn't belong with this group. Not just because, you know, he might be Tyler's new girlfriend that was just brought along with this, but no, he recognizes his own.
Yeah. We'll do third course, I guess.
Third course, yes.
Yes. This is a good
Oh yes,
Ah,
scissors
Taco
and
Tuesday.
yeah,
the chicken thigh, yeah.
chicken thigh. And this is actually sort of foreboding, right? This is kind of tells you what's going to happen because someone is going to get scissors in his thigh, but
Yes,
not the person you think it is.
it is.
And you
And
get the tortillas with the secrets,
it's yes,
and we get
they're all being
that.
told.
That's sort of and the same way the courses kind of are laid out, we get to unravel the real sort of mystery where it when we come in and we see this, like I said, when Elsa kind of strolls everything around, you think, wow, this is a cult. You get to see the stories behind everyone in the table and how not only the food is there for a reason, but the people are there for a
There for a
reason.
reason. Mhm. And well, what's great about that too is even before that, during the bread, basically the accompaniments with no bread,
Yeah.
all of like you have Dave, Soren, and Bryce saying, "Well, you know who we are, right?"
Yeah.
Trying to pull
Ugh,
trying to pull
the
that card.
card.
Yeah, and then the same thing when they see that the tax receipts and false billing on the tortillas, like, what is this? Else like, it's a tortilla. Tortilla
Delicioso.
delicioso.
And of course, it's like, it's not only you know where we are. It's like, how did you get this? It's like, uh, okay. I don't remember what she said. She has some sort of a retort, and they get so annoyed. It's like, we're gonna sue you. It's like,
You
of course
like
you'll say that. Of
it's like
course.
Right.
no.
She said, I'm gonna have it shut down by tomorrow. That's not necessary.
Yeah. Yeah,
And you're
exactly.
gonna find out why in a minute.
And of
Nice.
But
course,
you also have the couple again, Tyler again, his
yeah,
self obsession with the
Yeah.
entire like, do you think Chef's mad at me? Do you
Yes.
Oh
think Chef's
gosh.
mad at me? Like, what? Again, Margot asks, why do you care? He's here to
Right.
provide you food. Why do you seek his adoration? And you have Anna and Richard going like, Richard, she looks so familiar. Who is she?
Yeah.
And there's there's Margot sitting at the table right next to him. And the
And of
other
course,
bit with George and the tortilla of his failed movie.
his failed movie. Yes.
And
Uh,
he even asked, well, like, this is what's so great about it, because this is when you start seeing the declination of the mental state of every single person and every single couple in this entire scenario. Because George even asks, he's like, can I ask you, do I even have any friends?
yeah. And the realization,
He's
no,
like, no.
no,
Mm,
because you're a Hollywood star, and Hollywood
Yeah.
stars don't have friends. They're secluded.
right. I have
Uh,
yes men.
and
Yep.
with Yes Men, which is the assistant, and that's why,
Which is Lillian and her sycophant, yeah.
yeah, yeah, and
Mhm.
keep going on, and she gets the tortilla with the failed restaurant, not failed, the restaurant that got closed, that got shut down because of
Due
her
to her poor
vicious
reviews, yeah.
criticisms. And like
Mhm.
I said,
Mhm.
comes back around because if you don't notice her smoking, it's like it puts that into a different light. And I was like,
Right.
that's a little okay. I got it. I got it.
And what's so great is that is all coming up and moving into that entire next bit, which is the fourth course, the mess,
Yes.
which is
Oh.
Before I bring up the mess, just a little side note. We mentioned this as
oh yeah, Margot and
he
Slug in the
corners
bathroom.
her
Yeah.
in the bathroom, and they have that little conversation. And I think it's here. I'm not sure if it's here that he asked her to decide if she's a giver or a
Oh,
taker.
not yet. No, he keeps asking like, "Who
Is
are
that
you?
later?
Who
Right.
are
Right.
you?"
Right.
Yeah, that's a little bit later, but here he keeps asking like, "No, who are you?" Because she keeps saying, "No, I'm Margot Mylod." Like, "No, who are you?"
Who are you? Right. She
Yeah.
wasn't getting it.
Yeah. The next course, the mess. So
This
here,
is by far, I think, one of the best twists in a modern film that I have seen in the last 10 years.
really,
No, how he's how the sous chef stands there and he keeps asking him, and he's slowly starting to break.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, do you want my life? No, chef.
And to me, this was like it seems. The thing is this: we started to watch this, me and the missus, and she was going on and on about he ain't gonna kill himself right there and then, right? And I thought, well, no, he'll probably just I don't know, fire him or send him away as a sort of a warning to the guests. We didn't expect him to actually kill
Just
himself
yeah.
At all.
right there and then. I did expect him to leave, but yeah, sort of I'm not sure if he mentions it there or it comes in later as he tells them that well nobody's going to leave here tonight.
Oh no,
Uh,
we're
it
all well. Everyone else is thinking, oh, we're all going to die here, but it's not said outright until later.
yeah, but he did mention that partly the stuff that made him lose the love for cooking is those guys who want to, you know, they
Take
think they
over and
can
consume. Yeah,
surpass me, but they have no talent
yeah.
or something like that. And it comes back around to Tyler just in a little bit.
Which is great because once the sous chef does kill himself, it's all of them panic, and it's Richard. He goes, no, Anna, we're leaving now. He grabs his wife to leave and goes, so which hand would you like to be leaving with, sir? Your left or your right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Left.
He's like, what?
He's like, ring finger, bam.
Yep.
I was not expecting that.
No,
Everything after the mess, I was just I was half watching. I'm gonna be honest. First time I watched, I was half watching. I'm just like, okay, this seems interesting, but I don't know what's going on here. But after he shot himself in the head and then the finger thing, I'm like, okay, I have to stop what else I'm doing, and I'm gonna just put it on this screen, cut off the other screen, and rewind it. Because I was like, I definitely missed some stuff here. I'm very confused. So yeah, I rewatched the movie twice the first time I watched it because I'm like, oh, I missed some stuff. What's going on?
And
Yeah,
what's so great is Elsa's just like completely compassionless, cold demeanor, where she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Do you need assistance finding your seat?"
Yeah.
I love her. She's my favorite out of the
Oh,
whole film.
Hong Chao did a fucking amazing job playing
Oh,
Elsa.
amazing.
Yeah. She didn't she win an Oscar? Not for this. She's
Did
an
she?
Oscar winner, is she?
I
That'll
think
explain it if she is.
I'll check. Oh, Bella can check. But yeah,
Let's see.
yeah.
I think she is, or she was nominated, but I'm not sure.
But we have that,
Let me
that everyone moves back to the seats. That George admits that he doesn't know Slowick. In fact, he doesn't know anyone.
Yeah.
To Felicity, and that's when we have the conversation between Slowick and Margot with like who are like, are you a taker or are you a giver?
Yeah, this is the one where she
With
is
us or with them?
she actually gets up to talk to him while everybody's eating their sort of when they actually do start to eat the mess after everything kind of calms down. She goes to him and they have that conversation, and he kind of tells her what's
No,
going
he flat
on.
out tells her we're all gonna die tonight.
Yeah,
Right. It doesn't matter. Either you're gonna take her or give
You're
her
with
though.
them?
So
Yeah. Are
exactly.
you
You
with
need to decide
us or are you
where
with
you
them?
are. Uh,
also, sidebar, Hong Chao she's been nominated several times for several awards, and she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. For a different movie, actually.
yeah, for a different movie, not this movie.
Yeah.
Not this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she deserves it regardless.
Oh, yeah.
She's so good. Like,
phenomenal.
she had me enthralled the whole time. I'm just like, oh, she's so fantastic. Like, I wish I could have the lack of just no empathy, it seems like. I don't know. I can't describe it. It's just great.
Like
Face
a
acting,
stone cold
Right.
sociopath. Like just
yeah.
Yes.
that even at the end, like we're go forward and we'll go back. But even at the end, when she dies, she goes, "I didn't know about the barrel. I wasn't."
Yes. Bruh.
That's how you die. Like
Yeah. I feel
commitment
like
runs
she
that
need a
deep.
little bit better with the death though, because I feel like I don't know. I feel like she deserves a better death, but it kind of supports the whole she's nothing but just yet another minion for him. So she wouldn't have an elaborate death since she's not the focus. So yeah.
Exactly.
Oh no, yeah, it does work. But then we get after the conversation between Margot and Slowick, she walks out and just slaps Tyler across the face.
Oh no, that comes later. That comes before Tyler actually goes out to cook.
No.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's when she jumps over the table because she doesn't know about how it was preset yet.
Oh yeah. You're right. The slap was for. Was
slap
he
was
like trying to interrupt her or something like that? Was that what it was?
The slap was her coming back, going like, "Yeah, we're all gonna die here, but I don't know why." She doesn't know that basically, yeah, I paid to basically get you killed.
Yeah.
Yet.
She doesn't know that. But what is going on is while we have the sort of that tea that is served, the
palate cleanser, yeah.
palate cleanser.
With by the way, bergamot.
You don't pull a Tyler, okay? Relax. But this is where the sort of the ominous feeling that everybody got, especially after that fucking sous chef committed suicide.
Well, also like Soren grabs the chair and runs toward the glass and tries to break it.
Yeah.
And
this is where we sort of have that reveal of you're all gonna die tonight.
Yeah.
Starting with what sort of like he's telling everybody why they're there, why why is this whole evening very special, because he kind of lays down how he lost his love for cooking. And this is the
And
business
yeah,
in
the reasons why, yeah.
the business people, the frivolous actors that are coming here to eat, the regulars that have eaten here, but they don't know what they've eaten.
Well, honestly, like, the thing with Richard and Anna, which I feel bad for Anna, Judith Light's character, because quite frankly, she did really nothing wrong.
Yeah. But
Like Felicity, even Felicity, George's assistant, you could even say, well, yeah, she was embezzling funds, so she kind of deserves it a little bit because she's not a good person. Anna, on
no,
the other hand, she's like, yeah, my husband was kind of cheating on me with a prostitute that looks like my daughter. Eh,
Oh.
it, you know what it is about Anna?
eh.
You know what it is about Anna? She's complacent, but not because she's not.
Well, then
Uh,
also she said, it's not cod, you donkey. It was halibut, rare striped
yes, but
halibut.
first of all, why did we call him Donkey? Gordon Ramsay
MC, yeah.
from
Yeah,
Hell.
I was getting a lot of those nods to this. Like, bro, this is just Gordon Ramsay's snap.
Yeah.
It wasn't
And
cod, you donkey. Ralph Fiennes, improv line.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Someone's a fan of Gordon. I get it.
Yeah.
no, what I wanted to touch upon is this, and I don't know if you missed it or not. Why is Anna Liebrand? Why is Judith Light's character is complacent in anything? What dress is she wearing? What color of dress is she wearing? Okay, now look at the mother. Same color, sort of the same dress. She is complacent because she hasn't said anything.
The coding. Yeah,
Okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
Learn stuff every day, motherfucker. To be honest, one of the things I love about this movie, and I love the fact that it is rewatchable, even though when you watch it the first time, you're like, yeah, it's a weird kind of a movie. I liked it, disliked it. Doesn't really matter. I didn't get it. I got it. All that stuff. If you rewatch it and you're like, I want to understand what is the story behind the story, there's so many layers that you can uncover, and you can dig deep and really go into the story. And it's very intricate, and
You could say it's like an onion, you donkey. Gotcha.
on the menu for next year. No, just kidding.
Bella, I'm glad you got the off rep. Be like,
I got it. But yeah,
I can't do an Eddie Murphy.
after this,
It's okay. That was good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
after this whole revelation, there's another talk.
Oh no, we have the full reveal of the actual financial backer, Doug, being drowned.
Yes,
like forcefully drowned. Like, ooh, because even like you had that shot up there where Elsa has her arms out like T-posing,
going like this,
where like
yes, the savior as he drowned him in his angel wings. I'm like, okay, I see your nods. I'm getting it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Layers.
He was supposed to be his guardian angel.
Layers.
And then at the end, he goes, well, now I'm free.
Yes.
And the line later, after what happens to Tyler, he looks over at Margot and says, like, now you're free too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip that, the actual conversation of Margot and Slowick, but it does give you a little bit more of information about Slowick himself. I think it's this is the conversation where he tells her about the hamburger, right?
No. The hamburger is never actually told. She finds
that out.
Right. In the house. Right. I said I'm mixing everything up, but I'm saying it right now. the fact that you need to watch this and have different layers, there's so many facets of the story because it's very
This is
character
true.
driven, it's very story driven, and when you see everything, there's so many
For what it
elements
is,
that
yeah.
are put there, just like I dare to say it, like Kubrick did, that he just put stuff out there to watch, and if you don't care about the story, you just move on. But if you do care about why things are happening, there are elements out there to sort of like, oh, here it is. This is why this is this, and this is how I view the story. It was like, oh, I didn't even think about it.
Well, what I was gonna say, what's great is just about that conversation there is her I think talking about her work. You think that at first it's a great subversion in the narrative there, because obviously there is some kind of attachment to Richard, like they both know each other, but it's not really told yet. So when she starts talking about it, you're thinking that she's talking about Tyler, but no, when she says like no, he
Yeah.
wanted me to keep like I was his daughter. You go, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
The full how disgusting he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
So
oddly
that
enough,
tie there, and the reason why, now you understand why she couldn't look at him and why he had to swap chairs so he couldn't see her.
Yep.
because
And why Anna even goes, "Oh wow, she really looks like Claire."
Right. No, she doesn't. Oh, you liar.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
yep, it kind of is leading to this bit where
With Catherine.
Catherine, it's she tells the full story of Julian Slowick harassing her sexually, and she's very open about it. She gives it a good cry, let's just say that. And the retaliation is very different because the men are separated from the women. The men are like, okay, you can go.
You're allowed to leave. You have a 45-second head start. Go.
Yeah. After that, we're coming for you. And the women are rolled in to have a different dish. And before that, we get that those scissors that were stuck in the chicken thigh. She has them and she sticks them in Julian Slowick's thigh.
Right.
And we're like, holy shit. I mean, there's a series of holy shit. What the fuck just happened in this movie? This is just another one.
That's one of them. I think the other one.
The next one is Tyler. Technically.
No, I think the best one is when all the ladies are sitting together at the table, when Catherine kind of breaks down and Lillian saying, no, listen, no, you're a great chef. I can get you started. I can write you a glowing review. I can get you started. I was like, no, actually, everyone dying tonight was my idea.
Right. She thought she was gonna slide under the radar and get on her good side. No.
No.
She
Then
was the person.
I love how Anna just goes like, fuck it, give me the wine.
Right. Because once a woman gets her mind set on something, it's over.
Yeah, we do. Well, we did. Okay.
No, that was my idea. Yeah, it's over. GG's.
Okay, because it has to be mixed together. No, the menu has to culminate in one grand theme.
I love the fact that they kind of nailed it on the head when Ted is in the chicken coop being a chicken and he's
yes, when he pops up, they're just like as the last one caught, you get your own special dish.
Yeah.
Sitting there all cooped up like.
Like they didn't even pull him out. They just, here you go. Here's that dish, and they close the window and let it eat inside the chicken coop. Like,
no, and how apropos is it? He gets caught being a chicken.
Yes.
In a chicken coop, cooped up. So many layers there.
That Tyler is just like, oh, you got a special dish and I didn't.
He is the opposite of Marty McFly. Opposite. Never mind. Nobody called you chicken.
Yeah.
All right. Right. Let's do a stop. All right. Let's do a quick stop because we do have about a half an hour to the movie. We will do our second game of the night. Chat, be prepared. It is time for Screen Fighter.
Round 1. Fight.
Screen Fighter for the uninitiated is where we take two movies, pit them together, and see which one is the best one. If there's no discernible difference between the two, both of them are good, both of them are bad, we fall into our criteria, which is Friday evening, Saturday evening, out with the boys, out with the girls, out with your significant other. Two movies in a vacuum. Which one will we pop in?
2 weeks off, you nearly got it down again.
I'm sorry. Face Off. I love this movie. I don't care about the cheese. I love Face Off. Period. Easy.
All right.
I can eat a piece for hours.
Chat participation is most welcome.
Oh gosh.
Shoot your wad. Oh, my feelings? Pick.
No, Mef, you go ahead.
It is, dude.
Yes.
One of the greatest performances by both actors.
Yes.
Not just Nicolas Cage doing Nicolas Cage shit. It is Nicolas Cage doing Nicolas Cage shit while trying to imitate John Travolta. And John Travolta
trying to amp up and be as crazy as Nick Cage is. Yeah.
I love it so much. Oh,
it is so goddamn good. I don't care. Even John Woo couldn't kill this movie.
Yeah.
mhm.
The whole fucking slow motions and the doves and the fucking thing. It is so damn good. And
It
Steve,
is.
you don't know
Even
what
though
the
I
fuck
enjoy
you're
Wedding
talking
Crashers, and I think that was part of the really great wave of comedies that was the mid 2000s.
I hated it. I didn't like it at all.
Face Off is so good, man. Face Off,
It
like,
is.
I fucking love Nick Cage. You know this.
Well, you know what's crazy? We actually had a roller coaster based off Face Off here. It goes one way and then it goes backwards. It was super awesome.
Yeah.
Was that at a Six
Hot
Flags
Rod.
or
Right.
Kingdom. I was about to say Kingdom Hearts. Why was I about to say that?
like
Paramount's King's Island when it was still called
Kings Island?
Paramount's King's
Okay, no,
Island.
Bella,
Yes.
but no. Well, we live close enough. I know what it is. Yeah.
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 Love it
Right.
there.
Hot Rod with Andy Samberg and Tremors.
Oh, come on.
It's up to Bella. She goes
It-
first.
it's-
I'm going Tremors.
Okay.
Fucking
I'm going
grab
Tremors.
boys with Kevin Bacon. Let's go.
Yeah, it's unanimous. It's like, what the fuck? Tremors. American Gangster or Bang Boom Bang?
I don't think you've
I-
seen.
I haven't seen
I haven't
it.
seen
Yeah.
either one of these.
Okay. Oh, that's
Oh.
better. American Gangster or Spirited Away?
Studio
Very-
Ghibli.
Hmm?
I'm
You're-
going Studio Ghibli 100%.
All right. Feelings?
American Gangster, one of Denzel Washington's best roles. God, that movie's really good.
I've recently watched American Gangster again during the plane back from Paris. It is fucking phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Good movie. Oh, it is so damn good. I like Spirited Away. I even watched it with my kids. My daughter liked it. I'm not a big anime guy. I really am not.
Mm.
I
Okay, that
appreciate
explains
Studio
it.
Ghibli for what it is.
Bella, to be fair, it took me forever to get him to watch Cowboy Bebop. So,
Oh, the pain.
Yeah.
My heart.
Drew Peterson, Untouchable. I haven't seen this.
yeah, you can go ahead and just.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Quick
Okay.
Change or The Nutty Professor.
Which I don't think Bella's not seen Quick Change.
No, I'm not.
I
I'm
know that for a
not. I
fact.
don't know what that is.
It's it's not of Bill Murray's greatest performance.
Performances.
Gina Davis is in it. Randy Quaid. Oh, it's got
Yeah.
quite a few movie stars I recognize, but I've not seen it. So either way, I
It's
love the
one of those-
goofiness and Nutty Professor. So
It's one of those movies where they shoved in a ton of famous actors and it just
ugh.
Try to make it work, and nah, it did not work.
Yeah, that doesn't always equate to fame. Just adding a bunch of because sometimes they bump up against each other and it doesn't exactly work.
Exactly.
Well, it's also like, yeah, you can get all the star power you want, but if the script is dog shit, it's still gonna be dog shit. Sorry.
True.
I mean,
Very
No,
true.
Professor, it is.
and also, Bella, Hercules, 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 Hercules.
Yeah.
Joe
Oh
Dirt
god.
or Atonement.
Oh my
Okay.
God, Joe Dirte
I've
on
seen both. Joe Dirt for me. Atonement it's just not for me. That's simply what it is. Dirt is goofy, Sometimes I just want to watch a dumb movie with my friends, and that's what Joe Dirt is for me.
I will turn on Joe Dirt any day of the week. I'll watch Atonement once and go, now I don't feel good.
Right.
Wish I would have watched Joe Dirt.
Atonement is like 50 Shades of Grey, but in the past and with an actual good actress, which is Keira Knightley.
Fair.
I would watch Joe Dirt though from this couple,
Yeah.
even though
Mm.
I do miss her being naked, but that's just I know. You can judge me all you want, but I will atone for my
Meth being a
sins.
dirty old man over here.
Cute.
Meth, you better mop it up over there.
Oh gosh.
Yes, sometimes I am as shallow as hell, but even more. Yes. All right.
No, I would rather watch Atonement than Shallow Hell, to be fair.
I would watch Atonement over Shallow Hell.
That's
Shallow Hell is not that bad.
Yeah, I like stupid Jack Black movies too. Not saying all of them are stupid, but that's definitely one of the stupid ones.
99.9% of them are stupid.
Stupid. The only thing that's not stupid is actually The Holiday, and Jack Black is not a big part of it.
Well, and also, High Fidelity, which is just...
Oh, okay, I'll give him that.
Yeah,
Holiday is where Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet
they swapped
an exchange house, and they both
it's actually it's an old story, just a modern adaptation.
UK, and the UK lady goes to live in Los Angeles.
Oh, one of those.
And hilarity ensues.
I know exactly.
It's basically
I've seen that formula.
It's like
at
hey,
least
Bella,
3 times.
Bella, which rich white ladies swap places?
Like why? What this? I am not the target
Oh
audience.
no! And oh no, you fell in love too. Oh, your life must be
Always.
so hard.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's annoying.
Back to people dying.
It's Tyler's moment.
This is so great because there is when all the men come back in, Richard's confronted with Anna and Margot because Anna knows about Margot now because Margot just spilled the beans about who she really is, and they both look at Richard. Richard's like, well, glad they cut my finger off because I'm gonna die anyway.
Sort of an acceptance of sorts. I think there's a moment where she says her real name is Erin.
Yes, Erin
is the woman who is supposed to be there, right? She's
right.
The original
like the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which is weird. But that's a coincidence. She says it to the ladies. She doesn't say it to Slowick himself.
No.
But yeah. There.
Oh, we do have that one little bit too where George does have that conversation with Felicity where Felicity admits to stealing money from him.
Yeah.
And he says, yeah, I wrote you a negative recommendation. I love this line because it made me laugh sort of like, I know you CC'd me on it.
Yeah.
But
one of the things here is a sort of was a mega revelation, and it tells a lot about Tyler's character.
Oh, him just outright admitting like, yep, I knew everything.
Yeah, sort of like they were going back and forth with emails because Tyler's a massive fan of Slowick. Evidently, he worships the ground that he steps on, but he's another key component of why Julian Selwick does not want to
Want
cook
to be,
anymore.
yeah.
It's these kind of people who worship him as if he's a god or something, and all he does
Well-
is just wants to make people happy with food.
Right.
They give him adoration, but don't understand, which is what Julian's entire narrative is really about. Like, you don't understand what's going on in this. So
Right.
even with
He's a
him-
poser.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Mhm. He's
He
a
is
poser.
And the first thing that what gets divulged is the fact that you kind of condemned Margot
To death.
and she immediately just
Lee just
fucking
goes over the table. Yeah.
him.
Me. Yeah.
It's very understandable.
Be-
And
Bella, I would not want to be on the opposite side of the table beside you, sis. Right there. Because I'm like,
Yeah, because I'm
yeah,
killing you then and there.
I'm
And the next thing he does,
I know you well enough to know, like, yeah, I don't have to worry about dying because she's gonna kill me.
Yeah, that's the end of the line, buddy.
and the next thing that happens is literally, okay, you know how to cook, yeah, you're a cook.
The actualization of his dream being
Yeah.
like recognized, and like he gets like, he even spells his name Tyler on the jacket and goes,
Yeah.
so cook. Well, like, what would you like to cook? Leeks, and then leeks, and it what was it? Leeks and shallots, butter, and lamb. Like, and I love how Ray finds Cliff like, would you like some would you like some shit? Is that what you want? Do you want some shit?
You're like, no, shallots. Like,
And it's like, this tastes awful, and the pan shot of that was like Tyler's bullshit.
yes,
Leeks and shallots in edible sauce. I believe it was like
it looked undercooked. It was terrible. It was everywhere.
Undercooked. But I just love how it was actually called Tyler's bullshit. Was the name?
Yeah, Tyler's bullshit. I love it.
I love it that I could grab this particular bit is the fact that look at his face. He is afraid of what the chef is about to say.
Nicholas Hoult is fantastic in this role.
Like, the bullshit has been uncovered.
Yeah.
The
veil has been lifted. Yeah.
Yeah. The veil has been lifted. And then he doesn't tell him.
Yeah. No, he whispers in his ear and he just walks away.
Yeah, he whispers in his ear and he just walks away. And it's like, hey, where is he going?
No, and that's when Slowick looks to Margot and goes, now you're free too.
Yeah. And then she goes out the back and she sees him fucking
hanging,
swinging from his neck. You only see his leg dangling.
Yep.
And I think he tells her she can go to the house, right? Or she tells her other than she tells her she's free. I think she tells her she can go to the house.
No,
right?
this is the test of Margot because this is the barrel test.
Yes.
Elsa again, it's like, no, because my incompetent assistant Elsa did not bring the barrel. And her, like, Hong Chang, such an amazing job because she portrays nothing, just stone-faced.
Yep.
And it's not until like after they have their confrontation in the house where she reveals he didn't tell me about the barrel.
You know what I love this scene so much outside of the fact that Elsa dies, right? I love this scene because both girls kind of stands for something in his life. Elsa stands for the person that's always just like enabling him, doing what he asks and everything. And the other girl is more like, this is what you actually need to hear. Correct. You're just like everybody else. So he putting them against each other and seeing who comes back. It's got some layers, bro. I know I keep saying it, but like it's so many just just good layers in this movie. Like it's a lot of double meaning, So yeah, I like that scene a lot.
I-
Even
in
though
a,
Elsa died.
in a movie like this, the fact that you have so many layers and it's open to interpretation is exactly what I like about movies that are more challenging than regular movies. Like I love the fucking blockbusters. I love the action movies. I love those just as much as you do, Bella. We talked about this when you were here on Die Hard. We love
Mhm.
this kind of shit. Just fucking wreck it. You just have a fucking tower and you just go and wreck shit up. But sometimes you go into these movies and you've got so many layers, and I have a different interpretation. You have a different interpretation. Feelings got a different interpretation, and our audience, all of one, maybe agree with one or the other, or maybe we've got the same sort of similar thoughts, but we all take a different thing from it. I would emphasize Tyler, or you can emphasize, I don't know, the assistant, the movie star assistant. That's where who you, I don't know, you think that's the most important thing, or that's how you feel as, oh, this is my representation on screen.
Mhm.
Um, and the fact that it's so multi-layered makes it a really enjoyable watch and a rewatch. Now, another thing for me, when I saw this, I immediately understood what's going on, but you can interpret this whichever way you think.
Yep.
This kitchen in Slowick's actual house mirrors the same Hawthorne kitchen you see in the Hawthorne itself. And they're like, the man is married to the job
Job.
so
Mhm.
much
Well,
that his
even
home is still his
home
sort of office job
office.
or
Well, and
whatever.
also that they still have the same silver door hiding the secrets.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mhm. Right.
yes. And it's to me it's a big symbolism. Not to mention that the fact that, oh yeah, we can just dress up the lighting a little bit, and it kind of looks like his house, but also we kind of saved up on building a second kitchen.
Yeah. So like we basically just removed all the cast and just cleaned up a little
Yeah,
bit.
but oh, we've got a second sort of hidden meaning
Well,
here. Maybe
I
people would
yes.
understand.
Yeah, well,
I like
he
that.
lives the job. Yeah, he
I
lives
like
his craft.
that.
There's also one great bit too where there is the entire explanation of why George is being killed
Yes.
because he literally had one day off and he saw a bad movie.
And George
Yeah.
Beth, if we could kill people on the shitty movies we've seen, there'd be a lot of dead people.
let's just say
Honestly, same.
Steven Seagal would have been dead right before not Way of the Gun, End of the Gun.
Well, to be fair, he is a lawman.
Or Sheep Impact. I kid you
Uh,
not, Bella. There's a
that's a
4-minute
movie.
movie. It's a beer commercial, but it's with
Like
Steven Seagal, and it's called Sheep
Sheep
Impact.
Impact.
Deep impact, but with
Yes,
sheep?
The
yes.
sheep.
What?
Commercial with
What?
sheep on it. Yes.
To be fair, there's also a horror movie called Lamageddon. That's a whole other thing, though.
Oh, I saw that. It was awful, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like it's meant to be awful. So,
Well, not as bad as Velocipaster.
Yeah. Anyway,
oh, I saw that too. Ugh.
But
Oh.
what's great about that too is Felicity asks like, "So why am I here?" It's like, "Oh, so you have a lot of student loans, right? Yeah. Sorry, you're dying too." It's like
so
just stone cold.
I can't really show Elsa's face with a
Face, yeah.
fucking knife into it, but we'll settle with this, I guess. So if they have that fight and Elsa loses because Margot is a prostitute, so she knows her way with a knife, I guess. It basically Selwick just sends both
Slow
of them
again.
over to fight for his soul or
Well,
their soul.
it's in a way, kind of, yeah.
And see who's the winner. Where if let's just say if Elsa would have won, then it will solidify the fact that Margot is a taker rather than a giver. But when she comes back, he's still undecided. He still doesn't know if
Right.
she's a giver or a taker. And of course, she knows what led him to
Yeah, because she
to
opens
that
up the
sort
because
of
she gets
point.
the key off of Elsa's neck and opens up the silver door, and she sees the history there, then radios in for help.
Yeah. And that kind of puts her on the wrong side of Selwick because he gets the
Yeah,
sort of
well, because
the
what's
sort
what's
of the
great
bad
too is,
idea about her, right?
well, there is a really funny bit because they bring out the birthday cake for Bryce.
Yeah.
And Soren says, "You told him it was my birthday." Yeah, thought it was funny at the time.
Yeah. But it all plays out. It's to be absolutely fair, the only fly in the ointment or the fly in your Chardonnay in this elaborate
What
plan,
isn't it ironic, Meth?
it is ironic, don't
It's
you
a line
think?
from the song.
No, I'm saying the only
It's
thing
like
that it
raining
would
on your
sort
wedding day, by the way.
it's been far too long, my friend, far too long. Anyway, I was gonna say the only sort of fly in the ointment here is Margot that was not supposed to be there.
There, yeah.
But
Right.
the fact that she's coming back from the house to be inside gives Slowick a certain message, but he also was prepared
Yeah,
for
like
other
she
bit.
over like he oversaw everything. Like he knew that this might be a potential possibility, and the
Yeah,
fact that George slipped him that note, he's like, "Oh, I'm such a big fan. Can I get signs like help us?" That
yeah,
the second best twist, like, "Hey, M Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Here's how you do a twist."
yes.
When
In the
he got
same
the gun
twist,
and just lights the candle with it, it's like
because at this point, as for us as audience, we already know that Slowick is serious about killing
killing
these
everyone.
people.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if it wasn't the sous chef killing himself, it was definitely Tyler that killed himself. So we don't know how these people are gonna die, but we know we
No, they're
are
gonna
serious.
die.
We know that
That's
they're
Right.
gonna die. So having this Coast Guard guy come in and the movie star George Diaz getting him slipping in the note is like, okay, what is going to happen? Is he good? Are they going to be saved and ruin this whole elaborate plan? And when we get the reveal that, oh no, he's on the payroll because Slowick knew somebody somewhere is going to make that move,
Right.
it's already done for.
2 steps ahead
Two
because
steps.
I was shook.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, like it's so good.
Yeah. And the fact that the like the chefs from the back are all raising their hands, but they know he's on the payroll. They
Right.
probably do know he's on the
Well,
payroll.
you can even look at the sommelier.
Yeah.
Cool as a cucumber. Like,
Chill.
Chill as fuck. And of course,
then the thing when Margot is the one who steps up and
yeah. That's sort of like
I'm sorry, I want to send the food back.
Mm.
I'm still hungry.
yeah. The thing is this. Now, I made my notes, and the one of the sources that I was looking at was sadly IMDb. And one of the comments there on IMDb says that Margot only ate one thing, and that's the hamburger, which is coming up. That is actually
That's wrong.
untrue. That is
Yeah, that's
actually
wrong.
untrue because she did eat the dish that was served for the girls. She didn't like it.
She also
Yeah.
ate the amuse bouche.
Yes.
And she also picked at the rocks on the scallop. She didn't eat the scallop,
She didn't
but she
eat
picked around.
So you can't really count on the stuff that is written on IMDb because
DB, no.
it's rough. So she gets up, she turns the table on Slowick,
Slowick, yeah.
tells him all that stuff about. It's like you're a chef. Your sole job is to have people like eat, right? You're cooking.
What's the best part about it is she tells him exactly what he needs to hear. It's like
Right.
I understand you because you've lost all of the joy that you had in what you do, all of the joy that you had in the person that you've built yourself up to be. Basically, your entire life is a farce. So what I want you to do is I want you to go back to when you were happy. I want you to make me a cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's something that we haven't talked about, and I'll mention it here. He asks her what kind of cheese does she want,
Like
and she says
American.
American cheese. And it's because it doesn't emulsify.
Spy.
Because there's the whole bit with the food critic.
Oh, Lillian, like here's your bowl of broken emulsion.
Yeah, the bullshit.
God, I love that so much.
Bowl of broken emulsion, and this to me is like, my God, this is such a series of setups and payoffs, sort of a running jokes of setups and payoffs that leads to this fucking American
Beth,
cheese, and like,
this is what I knew you'd love this movie.
Mm.
and I'm telling you, me and Mrs. Meth looked at each other and said the same exact thing. But American cheese is disgusting. We both said it at the same
Yo.
time. And I was like, God damn it. There's so many layers of bullshit that is told in this thing. It is amazing. And I said bullshit. It's not really bullshit, but she calls it that.
Right.
It's a story with multi-layering. She calls it bullshit because she likes a straight up story. But she does read fucking Livingston.
I know.
No, it's like, what the fuck?
Oh, side note, Bella, you would get along with Miss Smith just like gangbusters. You would.
Yeah.
She had
Okay.
so much sass. So much sass.
Oh, I love her already. We're already besties. She don't even know it yet.
I mentioned her repeatedly for a reason. It is layered. You
Yeah.
know it.
But then after that, while he's actually again, that's perfect. So great. Perfect shot right there. Again, just a well-made cheeseburger.
Perfect.
But you
Yeah.
notice when he's making it, he was like, hey, is the fryer still going on? Crinkle cut. But you notice while Julian Slovic is making the burger, he seems genuinely happy for the first time in the entire film.
The first time he cracked a smile in the whole, like a genuine smile, not like a forced, that kind of thing.
Remember what I told you backstage, Feelings?
Yeah.
About a certain something?
Uh-huh.
That was the smile.
Yep. I
I'm
got
not
you.
going to mention it now because it's too rigorous into the backstage of what's ticking. But that smile.
Yeah. No, I got you, buddy. I got you.
Also, one more thing I'd like to add about that plate, actually. And this is just, another thought about the cheese, right? It could be also that he was baiting her at the last second. Because like me, I like a great cheeseburger, but I'm also a bougie cheeseburger eater. So like maybe he was expecting to try to catch her saying, oh, I want Havarti with this and this and that. And she just said American cheese and crinkle cut fries. Because that is the staple. That is the absolute cookie cutter start of all burgers and fries. She didn't say Julian. She didn't say I want Munster and Havarti and all of that.
I want pepper jack. Pepper jack.
Yes, yes.
What's so fantastic about that too is it's been mentioned multiple times of like mocking her backstory because Julian Slowick does it a couple of times. She's like, no, just basic. Again, American cheese is like, well, and I love the interplay there too, because like, no, American cheese is perfect. Why?
Mhm.
Because it doesn't break.
Yep.
It melts
Mhm. Its
perfectly.
simplicity works. It works for what it is.
So even at the end there, even though like she was now quote unquote taken, like perceived as a taker, she like he understands that she was not supposed to be there. She was forced to
Mhm.
be here, and in a way, it's him. Well, again, I think when she takes a bite, like, well, my eyes are bigger than my stomach, which is impossible. I'm sorry, Anna Taylor Joy. Mm.
Right.
She
She do got some big eyes.
I'm just saying she could be one of those, the cocaine models from the 90s or the heroin chic models that were
Yeah,
razor thin and did so much fucking blow and
blow.
heroin,
It's
and
like,
they ate so much, but they didn't eat nothing. All
well,
Oh.
right?
but also it's like, oh, girl, you have a septum in your
Yeah,
nose? No, it's gone.
it's gone. So
Bella, you would not be able to have a nose ring, baby girl. Let's go.
Yeah, that would suck, man. It's a part of my life.
and to be perfectly fair, it's the ultimate way of requesting to leave
Leave.
without
Yeah,
requesting to
yeah.
leave. She's like, "I
Right.
can't finish it anymore." And he's like, "Can I get you to go?" And this is
No,
sort
no,
of
yeah,
like
it's like, can I take this
asking
to
for permission
go?
to leave without, like I said,
Yeah,
without asking permission to leave. And as soon as he said, "Okay, we
acquiesce.
can give you
And
this to go," and he gives it to her, and he permits her to leave.
oh, I love the way
Mhm.
that they actually even dole out the gift bags, like obviously to her as well with the menu inside the gift bag, but they give the gift bags to
Yes.
all the other guests too as they're making the s'more. It's like ah, commitment to the
Oh.
bit. Ah, so good.
And when she leaves, she realizes, yeah, I just saved myself
Yeah.
with a simple request. She just walks away and everybody's looking at her, but the menu has to go on. The
Yeah.
menu has to
Has
be
to
completed.
has to be completed. Yeah.
And uh, there.
Love that.
What's what I love so part of it is the entire setup where the central bonfire is around it, and him actually like, well, he does the bit where he goes, well, uh,
I'll try to get.
I have a chef's hands, where he literally puts his hand over the candle so that I could grab a cast iron skillet and carry it to the table. I would not feel a thing. And when he grabs the
Mhm.
coal directly from the fire, and he himself, if you look at the overhead shot, he is the center of the campfire when he drops it.
Yes.
Mhm.
I want to get. It's really hard. There's a shot where they're literally looking at him, and they have those fucking chocolate
The
hats.
hats, which look like
Yes.
I kind of wish that they would have put a little tassel on it because it looks like they have little
Come
fezzes.
on. You're asking way too much. But yeah,
Aw, Meffin would have been cute though. Oh, they look like little chocolate Shriners.
they do look like chocolate Shriners. But when it's shot from above, it kind of looks like sort of a bougie plate. To me,
Yeah,
it
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 looks
does.
like a
Yeah.
bougie
does.
plate, right? And it's very much deliberate. There we go. We got this, I guess. We got the chefs guarding to not
Where
let
it's like,
anybody
no,
out.
if you want to go, you're gonna get stuck like a pig. Just saying.
Oh yeah. Look at those knives. They're so sharp. I wish. It's a good
Uh,
chef knife.
I want to get him in the middle. It's really hard. There. There we go.
Yeah.
So it's
What's
got
great is at the end
Oh.
before he drops it, they all say, "Thank you, chef." Even the guests. I
yes.
was like,
And then the sous chefs or the kitchen staff turns up the heat, and then they turn
no, they
on.
turn on all the gas.
No, they turned there's a where they were cooking, there was a small little fire or something. They turned that up, and then they turned it, like turned around and turned out the gas
Yeah.
and you see the next shot is basically
It's
Margot
Margot on the boat, which is
Margot on the boat with the fire. Like you can see the boat
no,
running away.
it
Not this,
blows up.
not this shot. Not this shot. She drives off, and there's that explosion of fire.
Yeah.
Stops, and she just turns around and just looks at the fire and eats the burger.
Eats the burger, uses the menu as a napkin and throws it away. Takes one bite and then just
She's out.
credits.
And
No
movies
credits. I was
over.
like, oh.
That burger looks amazing. I'm jealous. I wouldn't want to go through all that for it, but I love a good burger.
You could say it's a meal to die for.
Oh my goodness.
They have a shot where Lillian's hat kind of melts into
the chocolate over the eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the movie.
That's amazing.
Like I said, it was an enjoyable second watch. Was you know what? When I wrote the script for the review, for this very short review that I did, I started typing, and 3.5 pages later, it was done. It took me about 15-20 minutes to write. Wasn't very difficult. I had all the stuff written down and stuff I've edited away when it's like I do when I write my reviews or write down a script for a video like this, I just write what I think, and sometimes it just goes into spoilers, so I cut that out. But generally speaking, it was flowing. It just flowed out of me, and just like the last couple of hours, it just ended in a flash because the movie was enjoyable. Talking about the movie was enjoyable. I strongly recommend you watch this again if you haven't. If you don't like, if you just watch it to look into this deep dive, or just watched it half a year ago or something, and you're like, oh, what's this podcast about? And you're like going into the weeds of the stuff, rewatch the movie. You'll catch so many different things that are story based, not necessarily visual stuff, but story based stuff that will make sense on the second viewing that you missed. And some of it will be important, some of it will enlighten you, and some of it you're going to say, well, Meph, stop, it's just a movie. Watch it again. Feelings, last words
Bella.
before we head off.
Give it to Bella. Your
Moi?
thoughts?
Yeah, Bella.
I don't know, man. It's such an amazing movie. I can't even add to what we've seen because I feel like the first time I watched it, I got one feel. And then I watched it again this week, and it was like, knowing what I knew from the first watch, I'm like, oh, this makes sense. So it's like the more you watch it, the more like layers or little hints as to what's going to happen later that happens. So yes, I agree. I implored everybody to watch this movie. I implore you to watch the film. It is so good. It's definitely outside of something I would usually watch, but I'm a huge fan of movies with a great twist, not a bad one. Great twist. You know, I'm talking to you, Shyamalan. We're not doing this. It's such a good film. I can't even say enough about it. Like, it's so good. And I was not expecting that ending either, but it was miraculous. And when I watched it the first time, my mouth was agape for about 5 minutes. I was like, I'm so glad I turned off my second monitor to watch this movie because it was just so good. I was stunned. Like,
It's a good
it's a really good movie.
It's a good feeling that you go into the movie, and I really, first viewing when I watched this, didn't have any clue of what's going on. And I told Feelings, did you not tell me watch this movie? And I told you specifically,
I told you.
don't tell me anything about. I don't want to know anything.
Yep.
I don't watch the trailers. Don't want to know anything. Just let me just enjoy it for the first time, and I'll know if I like it or I don't like it. And I told you that when I watched it, I was like, dude, this movie is so fucking awesome. I
Yep.
told you this. I texted you. I was like, this movie is great. I'm so glad you told me to watch this.
Yep.
And choosing it for this particular month, it kind of fits with the whole foodie thing that we were going for. And it's not just about food. It's about the love of cooking. It's about the falling out of love with cooking because it's a
hmm
profession, or it's too businessy, or it's this or it's that, and it's all the different facets. Now, a one thing, and I'm not being religious here, but the one thing that somebody mentioned, not in this chat, but somebody mentioned on when I did my research and I wrote down my notes, and it is in my notes, but I didn't mention it. Every single table is a different sin.
Correct. Yeah.
Movie
Yeah.
star.
I'm gonna rewatch it again.
Yeah.
The movie star is vanity. The business guy
Pride.
is greed.
You do.
Yeah.
Tyler is jealousy.
Envy.
Yeah.
Envy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Um, the the old couple. He is lust. I think.
Yes. Yeah.
And she is sloth.
She is sloth.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else?
Interesting. That is.
What's left? That's 7, right? 7. What's left? I forgot.
Is it? Is it? I think it's
Only
7 in total, right?
The only one who is not a deadly sin is Margot.
Margot, who what she was supposed to be.
She committed murder.
She was supposed to be sloth.
No, actually, she would actually, the X was supposed to be gluttony.
Oh, makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she did commit murder, so I'm counting that. So
Hey, that was self-defense.
murder, right? Look, I'm counting it. It's on the list.
Hey, I'm sorry. If Elsa comes at me with a knife, you gonna get got. That's all.
I mean, true. I love you, but you gotta go down.
Let me see.
But I want to say,
I missed anything because it's a very interesting point.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Beth, the reason why I really recommended this specifically for this portion of the month was I wanted to follow Chef in a way so you could see how the main character in Chef kind of fell out of love back in love with cooking, and this is diametrically opposed with the absolute falling out of love with your craft.
Oh,
And how
I'm
they
gonna
can
watch this too.
turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bella, you would love Chef.
And like
Great
oh,
movie.
you haven't seen Chef? Chef from 2014? Put it
No,
on
I haven't.
Fantastic film.
It's
You love it.
It's a much lighter in tone compared to this one,
Yes.
and no twists, but
No
it's
murder.
no murder, no twists, but it's a fun ride. It's a really fun
Okay.
ride. And it's a love letter it's a real love letter to food and food making.
I think the only one that's better is Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
No, I prefer this one.
That's fair.
I've seen
Also,
that one.
also, I do believe that is Jon Favreau's best role.
It's
his
Jon
entire
Favreau's
career,
best
yeah.
movie by bar none, and it's best. It's better than Swingers, better than Made. From his like sort of independent work, I'm not sure it's better than Iron Man, but
Yeah, it is. It's still better.
I'm afraid to say because people love original Iron Man. I love original Iron Man, but it's really hard to compare like a blockbuster to sort of an indie.
Yeah.
It's his best indie work by bar none.
Yeah.
All right.
I will say though, fantastic film. I'm really glad you both enjoyed it so much earlier.
Yes.
So.
Yes. All right. Next week is going to be a very special week. Next week, we are going to cover Julie and Julia. That's not a special film. It's just a good film. Not to mention that Julie Powell died last year, which is a shame. She was only 49 years old, but she is the one one half of the Julie and Julia.
Julia.
Special guest, somebody that was a new guest called Arwen Avalon, but also a very, very special guest that I mentioned throughout this multi-layered podcast. My wife is going to join us for at least the first hour.
Mrs. Neff will be on podcast for the first time.
Mrs. Neff is going to sit right there with a microphone that we bought for her for cheap. And she's going to join me and hopefully stay for the entire thing. But if not, that's okay. To placate me. She actually thought we were going to do it on our anniversary, and I had to mention to her, it's our anniversary. I'm going to spend time with you, not live on the internet.
Yeah.
So you guys out there, first of all, go subscribe, watch, follow, all that good stuff to Miss
Bella
Bella.
stuff.
All the links are down below. And go watch Julie and Julia for next week. And of course, because that does help us with the algorithm, or at least me. And subscribe so my vain ass will see 2,000 by the end of the year. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend, and we'll see you later.
Have a good one.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.